Afro Svengalis, I hope you had a chance to catch the video that I posted on child abuse reporting, CPS reporting, and community responsibility. This is the adult version of abuse I'm going to be talking about. But before I do that, I have to make a confession. I regret I have to make this confession, but I feel if I don't tell you, I would be misleading you as to actual facts. As hard as it is to accept, it is indeed true that if you are a mother or a father, and the process by which you produced, gave birth to your children or child is successful, that the child's living relatively healthy, yes, that's the only thing that is guaranteed, that biology functioned properly. Not everybody has the instinct to protect, to nurture, to care for, to shelter, provide food, and to clothe the child they are responsible for. It's not automatic. If you're one of those people who you have in your heart and you know it, it's an instinct to protect children, consider yourselves lucky, because there are people who have an instinct that is totally opposite. And there's nothing that we can do about that. We can't change that person or those people. All we can do, pick up the slack if you see there's a child at risk and people are not taking action. There are people who don't think like we think. They don't feel they have any responsibility. They consider a child their possession. Ownership. A child is not ownership. But these people think they have a right to own a child while dictating what they think is what is mine, and you're not going to tell me how to take care of my child, including they're not taking care of the child. But thankfully, there are laws in place that intervene and get children out of situations like that. You think that's a safe situation for a child to be with someone who doesn't give a damn, other than to say, this is my child, I'll do what I want? They don't care about that child. They don't have the instinct to protect. This is about a protective issue. This is not about being right. Stay out of my business. This is my family. No, you do not have a right to allow a child to starve to death and to neglect the child and not take him or her to the hospital and all of the things that we know are dead wrong. But there are people who think like that. Nurturing is the last thing from their mind. I don't mind picking up the slack. We need to pick up the slack when we see stuff like this happening. So I had to lay that on you. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Thank God you are not one of those who doesn't have the instinct to protect children. Some people just don't have it. Now let's get to the adult version of abuse. Things been going around here, these YouTube streets. I know that we've seen different things. But what I wanted to make sure I got through, if you so decide to go to any YouTube space and support a person, it's your decision as to your own ground rules. Although you're going to someone else's space, you still possess your own ground rules. You still possess your own perspective about how you are going to engage in a live stream. You can't control what others are doing. You can control what you do. So what we have been seeing, and what I call straight up abuse, and you can decide whether or not you're going to accept it, is that you're going over to someone's page. Now, keep in mind, when you go to someone's page, your arrival there signals the bare minimum support, which means you're giving them a view. Can't get around that unless somebody copies a video and puts it on a phantom page. Aside from that, going into a live stream, you're looking, you're there, right? Your next decision is whether or not you're going to engage anyone in the live stream. You get to decide. Once you start typing comments into the live stream, that's another form of support that you're providing the YouTuber or content creator. Somebody can be cussing you out and calling you all kinds of names. Your mama's this, your daddy's that. Your response supports that channel. So you may not even realize that you're providing support to a channel where there is hostility and disrespect. Now, depending on the exchange you're going to have with any given person, that remains to be seen. But when you take it even further, when you go to a live stream and the host sees you there and starts attacking you, you have already come over in two-prong. You've given the person a view. You started talking to people on the live stream, and now you have the host attacking you when you're there. And what do people tend to do? Not everybody. Respond. So there you're supporting a person who's attacking you. You're taking it further. Do you realize this? I just want to know. You are giving a person support. You're helping, what do they call, analytics, which I never was really into until the last couple of months. People have been telling me certain things and sending me certain information. So be very careful. If you decide, I'm going to go head over to that page, that's so-and-so, I cannot stand that person. You can stand the person because you're giving the person a view. You're giving the person engagement on two levels. If you interact with people in the chat and you interact with the host, and they're all hostile and disrespectful, that, my friend, is indeed abuse. It is the adult version of abuse. And we had a situation like that occur just a couple of days ago. Me and others brought support to a channel. I'm not even going to mention the person's name. We brought support to a channel, and there was a previous episode of this individual attacking someone that we support, just out of the blue. Come to find out, the person put a strike on the channel because the host allowed a prolific abuser to misuse somebody's photo. The person reached out to the content creator or the host, the channel person who owns the channel or runs the channel rather, requested that the person at least blur the photo. The host refused. And so the person had every right to send in a strike. So that person decided they were going to go for this individual. True, the person decided to go back to the channel. Is that a great decision? I wouldn't do that, but I'm just giving you the facts, people. So there was an effort, at least thereafter, to mend fences. That's a fact. Okay, at one point, things started going smoothly again. People were coming over to this channel that were being brought because, hey, this content is good. It seems like the chat is in relative control, which means they weren't totally off the chain. It doesn't mean because somebody says something you don't like that they're attacking you. That is not the case. Just because, let me make this clear, someone makes a comment that you don't like and it's about you, that doesn't mean it's an attack. We got that. But when a host allows people to continuously, viciously, aside from that, going into a live stream, you're looking, you're there, right? Your next decision is whether or not you're going to engage anyone in the live stream. You get to decide. Once you start typing comments into the live stream, that's another form of support that you're providing the YouTuber or content creator. Somebody can be cussing you out and calling you all kinds of names. Your mama's this, your daddy's that. Your response supports that channel. So you may not even realize that you're providing support to a channel where there is hostility and disrespect. Now, depending on the exchange you're going to have with any given person, that remains to be seen. But when you take it even further, when you go to a live stream and the host sees you there and starts attacking you, you have already come over in two-prong. You've given the person a view. You started talking to people on the live stream, and now you have the host attacking you when you're there. And what do people tend to do? Not everybody. Respond. So there you're supporting a person who's attacking you. You're taking it further. Do you realize this? I just want to know. You are giving a person support. You're helping, what do they call, analytics, which I never was really into until the last couple of months. People have been telling me certain things and sending me certain information. So be very careful. If you decide, I'm going to go head over to that page, that's so-and-so, I cannot stand that person. You can stand the person because you're giving the person a view. You're giving the person engagement on two levels. If you interact with people in the chat and you interact with the host, and they're all hostile and disrespectful, that, my friend, is indeed abuse. It is the adult version of abuse. And we had a situation like that occur just a couple of days ago. Me and others brought support to a channel. I'm not even going to mention the person's name. We brought support to a channel, and there was a previous episode of this individual attacking someone that we support, just out of the blue. Come to find out, the person put a strike on the channel because the host allowed a prolific abuser to misuse somebody's photo. The person reached out to the content creator or the host, the channel person who owns the channel, or runs the channel rather, requested that the person at least blur the photo. The host refused. And so the person had every right to send in a strike. So that person decided they were going to go for this individual. True, the person decided to go back to the channel. Is that a great decision? I wouldn't do that, but I'm just giving you the facts, people. So there was an effort, at least thereafter, to mend fences. That's a fact. Okay, at one point, things started going smoothly again. People were coming over to this channel that were being brought because, hey, this content is good. It seems like the chat is in relative control, which means they weren't totally off the chain. It doesn't mean because somebody says something you don't like that they're attacking you. That is not the case. Just because, let me make this clear, someone makes a comment that you don't like and it's about you, that doesn't mean it's an attack. We got that. But when a host allows people to continuously, viciously abuse people who are in the chat for no freaking reason, and is there ever a reason to abuse? No. So I will say attack. Allow chat to attack an individual who's come over to the channel and so provided support. That is abuse. When you are using somebody's content, you're using someone's content, you are using it to the point where you could get a strike, not just the audio. Because audio alone, you can't strike just audio alone unless it's, I don't know, CBS, Warner Brothers, whatever you want to call it. And they're not allowing you to use it. But just audio alone from a live stream isn't something you can necessarily strike. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about got your whole damn live stream up there. They have your photo up there. They're running you in video and audio together that's strikeable, and they're letting people attack you. Expecting you to tolerate that, sit in a live stream, and try to battle back is abuse. Straight up. But here's another kicker. If you so choose to go out like that, you can go out like that. You can decide to go to these live streams and let people use your content, make money off you, allow people in the chat to attack you, and they don't say anything or they join in with it. You are in an abusive situation. I'm here to tell you, and I just might know just a little bit about abuse based on the profession that I'm in. And to continually go back where the person repeatedly does the same thing over and over, you are now just getting the person to salivate and get riled up in anticipation that you're coming. So here they come. All daggers out, all pitchforks out. You have a choice. You can decide, okay, I'm in with this. I'm going to go back to this channel. I'm going to try to get my point across. I'm going to fight with these people. You're doing it at the same time you're providing critical support for a channel to survive. That's the bottom line. As long as you know what you're getting into and you're willing to accept an abusive relationship, have at it. I'll let you know how I deal with stuff like that. I don't get down like that in any way, shape, or form. If you're attacking people I care about, you're attacking me. You have no just cause to say shit to me or to anybody that supports me and who I support. That is abuse. I will not be in your space. And you can say all day long, I don't care. Sure you care. You keep talking about us. You want us there. You can't go 5 minutes without mentioning our names. You want us to come into your live stream so you can attack us and use our content. Well, let me tell you something. If you're using my content, you're running videos on my channel and you're attacking me, you're abusing me and the people I care about, I'm going to go to YouTube and I'm going to try to get the video removed. I have never even done that before. Aside from people posting personal information, I have never submitted a strike for somebody using this content, ever. What do you think about that? It's been almost 5 years. And you folks have been talking all kinds of shit about me, but that's changed. This recent experience where someone thought it was okay to allow those who didn't do jack shit to you or anybody in your chat to be abused while you're using their content is bullshit. And I'm not going to put up with it anymore. This is very different from having an opinion about someone because you have an opinion. Every opinion is not an attack. Every opinion is not abuse. Give an opinion that is different, saying you don't agree, even if strong and forceful, that's not abuse. We know what abuse is. It is vile. It's disgusting to think you can take somebody's content, take someone's content in whole, use the content on your channel, get paid for it, and let people abuse the originator of the content, has come over to your channel, is in your chat, has given you support, and you're allowing people to abuse them. That is total and complete crap. And no one other than those who possess a crap value system would allow that. What changed is I wanted to make damn sure that people who saw what happened didn't think I was going to allow it to occur again, that I would provide content. And we're talking about the Umar Johnson space. I would provide major content for people to use. I'm not monetized. I never was interested in being monetized. I don't care if someone else is monetized, but it got to be quite disgusting and beneath me for me to do all of this. You're not asking for anything, but it's pretty vile and offensive. Although you're not expecting anything, now it becomes abuse. When you let people in your chat, when you let a fellow moderator attack me, and I'm supposed to be silent so you can continue to make money. That is ridiculous. That is not expecting something grand or expecting something in return. That's just decent, respectable behavior. And if someone expects you to remain silent in that situation, they're trying to use you. Once they realize you're no longer willing to be silent, then that's when they become even more hostile to you, take it behind the scenes and continue to make money off of you. Oh, but the person surfaces, they come up for air and they take their jabs publicly, but primarily sanitized on the public live streams. But then here they come, the hostility resurfaces once again, and now they're leaving messages under videos where people are threatening to rape and torture you. Now, this is someone that people know used to support you. So this person is really wanting people to see, look what I'm saying about AAS. And this is interesting because I had been receiving coattails pulled for quite some time. People didn't appreciate the snide comments. This person talks about subliminals all the time. Well, this person was subliminaling me all over YouTube, and people caught it. So I'm going, I want to see how far this person is going to go. Because this person can never come out and tell you I did jack shit to him. Never. You're never going to be able to say I did a damn thing to you other than refusing to be obedient and remain silent while you made money off me and allowed a moderator and a co-sidekick to attack me in your live stream. So I'm not allowing that crap anymore. Live and learn, because listen, it's not a loss in any respect if a person never gave a damn. They were just using you. It's a gain. And I appreciate those who pointed this out. And let me tell you, there are people who are, I can't even describe how incredibly angry they are seeing the conduct of this individual. People will have to live with what they live with, especially giving support to a stalker and a medical record hacker. That is their decision. Go ahead and do that. But nobody is going to get up here on YouTube, who I've done nothing to, and think you're going to drag me in public. I'm going to come out, I'm going to be swinging extremely hard. And I don't even have to go backstage to get anything to defend myself with. You see these other people, right? Let me see your handcuffs. Oh, I've got to show emails. Emails, there ain't shit on the emails. She's up here putting somebody else's text messages. See, they can't battle you front center with what is the truth, how it stands as it is. I don't need to go pull up any damn emails to handle, let me see your handcuffs, or anybody. I don't have to go backstage to take care of anything. There was another person who brought up this lawsuit. I'm going to cover this in another video. Oh, I'm doing this video and I did it for members only. Do it for members only. That's cool. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, they're coming on to tell you this for a reason. They know people are going to tell me. I don't care what you say to your members, but keep in mind, people get pretty damn pissed if you've had any sort of relationship with somebody and people know there has been a situation where you have been a freaking ingrate. Now, thankfully, this other person, I never had a relationship with this person, but it just goes to show how people will do anything to make money off you. And what this person is saying isn't even the truth. If you have the guts, you come out and you think someone has done something to you, or you know they have, you would come out and you would say it. You wouldn't have to be threatening anybody with any backstage information. If someone did something to you, you come out and you make it known. This cowardly, caddish bullshit. I'm telling you, people, I don't want to be in a space like that. Why can't people get that? I don't want to be in a space with a man who doesn't have the guts to confront a situation and deal with it. I don't want anything to do with that. And all this craziness about, oh, you were blocked. How would I know I'm blocked? How do you know if you're blocked? You would go somewhere, right? You would go somewhere and you're there and your comment doesn't come up, or somebody announces it in the chat. How do you know that you're blocked? I guess that's what people are saying. That has never been my experience. I told you one experience where somebody was leaving comments on AAS page, a mile a minute, and then I had gone to their page and left comments, and I did ask the person what happened. The person blamed it on YouTube. The person never told me that they were blocking me. I came to that conclusion. So people seem to want some grand production about being blocked. How does that look? If I'm not going to a space, I'm not going to know that. But at one point, I did leave a message on this person's community page when people are saying I was blocked. To help me out, if you're blocked, doesn't that mean you can't leave messages on a community page? It doesn't matter. What matters is it's clear to me what happened, and I'm going to defend myself. If somebody thinks they're going to come out and attack me in a chat, I go over there and support a chat, and you think you can come up here and just attack me. Okay, if I don't really know you, I'm just out of there. I'm out of there. I'm not going to send anybody there. Have fun with what you do. I'm not going to be involved with that kind of crap. I can have fun on YouTube without doing any of that. There are situations where people wanted to strike a channel, and I'm going, hey, you know what? Maybe there was a misunderstanding. Hold off. I'm never impulsive when it comes to stuff like this. Don't go there. It's been almost 5 years I didn't say jack shit to you people. For the better part of nearly 5 years. Comparatively speaking, when it comes to the content on this channel, when you've run the actual videos on your channel, have I ever sent a strike? Not a single one of you can sit up here and say I have, because I haven't. I have put strikes in on people who put an email address up there. I didn't give you permission to do that. And you're up here trashing me and you're trashing those I support. I'm going to send it to YouTube. I'm not going to let people abuse me, abuse those I care about, and you're using our content. I'm not doing that. No way. So I'm letting people know I'm going to be sending complaints to YouTube. Now, if you think there's something that I'm doing with your content, you can send a strike in. I'll tell you the big difference. I don't give a damn if a page comes down. I'm not invested monetarily, and I never have been. The fact that others are, it's no sin. It's not a sin if you are invested monetarily in a channel, but you're not going to do that using and abusing me and those I care about. I'm no longer going to allow that to happen. And I'm not going to even reduce myself down to any level to act like you all don't know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to abuse. You know the difference between a difference of opinion and abusing somebody. This is the adult form of abuse. If people so decide they want to engage in these relationships, like, let me see your handcuffs, after people have vilified her, she wants to come up and be friends, that's her business. That's how she operates. I don't roll like that. You do things to me that are clearly past the line I've drawn in the sand. I won't have anything to do with you. You can go back and forth with people all day long who talked about your mother, your kids, who threatened to kill you and rape you, vilified you for your weight and all this stuff. You can go back and kiss their ass all day long. That's not me. I will not do that. I can have the strongest, most heated debate and confrontation with people that doesn't include abuse. I'm not going to allow that to happen. And if I so happen to see people like this in other spaces, which I do, I'm going to just simply block you. So you can be talking to me all day long. I will not see your comments. And as I understand it, you won't see my comments either. That's actually true, because when I have blocked people, I've gone to a live stream and the question comes up that I'm not going to deal with this individual. I don't deal with this individual or whoever they are. I will go ahead and block the person, which means I can't see them. They can't see me as far as comments. But what does a person do? The person comes back in under a modified name because they want me to know it's them, like a slightly modified name, and try to engage. I'll just block the person again. Now, if my experience in that live stream becomes too, like, I'm getting more of this than I'm actually engaging people that are having a cogent, interesting conversation, I'll just leave. It's no skin off my back. I can stay right here and go nowhere else and be comfortable. I can do that. But there are channels out there that I am going to support. I feel strongly about supporting them, and I will continue to do that. It's no skin off my back. But when I go there, they are not allowing this shit to happen. Even if there's strong disagreement, the kind of shit that goes on and what I was talking about a second ago, Doesn't happen. And I think, let me see your handcuffs, has got a lot of freaking nerve because she is the leader of the demon infused live stream that got crap like this going. Or she hopped on it and exacerbated it. Now, it's always been the demon infused live streams, but we've never participated in the demon infused live streams. Like the TCTV channels that were taken down and other people's channels that were taken down. And they think those videos are gone. They are not. They're serving quite a useful purpose these days. I'll get into that in another video. But I wanted to come on here to make sure I gave the adult version of abuse and how I'm going to be dealing with it. I want to make sure I get this message out loud and clear. Max Invertebrate and Star Snakefake, be on the alert. Star Snakefake has gone over to Conscious TV's channel telling a bunch of total bald-faced pathological lies, as she usually does. The lie that she told with respect to this video's content was, I struck your channel. She further stated she took her channel down, original channel or page, or privated the videos, however you want to say it, because she knew I was going to strike her channel. No, I would never want to strike your channel, Star Snakefake. It had a lot of incriminating information on it when I filed the complaint against Binary Castaway. I was able to get some of that information before you took your channel down. And I wasn't the one who recognized that. There was a recon person. I have the email and everything. If I ever need to bring this forth and show you exactly what the person told me. You took your shit down because you knew I filed the complaint against Binary Castaway and you had essentially the same information on your channels. Now, this is what I'm going to do for you, Star Snakefake. I'm going to make you into a morally upstanding individual with respect to the lie that you're spreading about me. I'm going to make you into a truth teller. If I, one more time, hear you tell the lie that I struck Max V's channel, I'm going to pay somebody to sit over there and grab any legitimate content that can be struck. That way, when you say it again, you will be telling the truth. That's what I'm going to do. And when I do it, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to announce it. That way you won't go around telling lies on other people. I say what I do. I'm not a coward. I'm standing up here to tell you we're going to strike that channel for legitimate reasons and make you a truth teller. I will be improving your image because right now it's pretty damn shabby. You go over to Conscious TV's channel knowing that you consort with the raging homophobe. What the hell is your problem? Keep me out of it, telling all these lies. I'm not going to go into anything else. I'm specifying what's going to happen with Max V's channel. I'm sick of you, Max Invertebrate, telling the lie that I struck your channel. Star Snakefake is saying I struck your channel. We can take this to court and you will see. Prior to the time, if I do engage in this act, you will see I never struck your freaking channel. Think of somebody else to talk about. I am going to do exactly what I say I'm going to do. If I hear Star Snakefake tell that lie one more time, if I hear Max Invertebrate tell that lie one more time, I will make you folks into honest people, at least in that respect. If you do anything else, people, please make sure you heed the warning. Buyer beware.